Hello and welcome back to the penultimate episode of Court Farm. This is episode 54 of 55 and we are on our way to the end of the series, and it has been a fantastic series to say the very least about it. But we do still have some things to do, so I'm just going to put this here because this kit that we have all piled together is going to be what we sell probably in this episode. It really depends on how much we get done in the next little while. So what we have to do first thing is de-weed everything. Now there is a small chance as well that we need more fertilizer and more herbicide, but I don't think we have any anywhere else. We can have a look. No, where am I going? Here and see. We don't have any. No, we don't have any of them, and for big bags of anything we don't have anything, so that's fine. That is fine. Perhaps we can go to the shop with the lime and sell it and trade out for some other stuff, but we might as well start with this small field here. Now I'll be honest, the weeding job is going to be fairly boring. It's not my favorite job. It really is not. It's strictly because we have to do it. The nice thing is that this thing does see and spray, so if there's no weeds where we are driving, then no herbicide will be used, which is brilliant because we don't want to faff with that. And if that is the case, we might get quite far with all of our weeding. But the other problem with that is that it means that we can't necessarily put a helper on it, which is a bit problematic at times. So we might end up doing all this weeding ourselves, but we shall see. The other thing we have to do, as I said, is fertilize. Now that is a fairly straightforward job, and at 42 meters width of the Amazon spreader that we have, it shouldn't be too bad at all. Now the only other thing we really need to do in this month, well, that's all we really have to do in this month, but I'm not going to move on from May straight away. What I'd like to do is get as much kit sold so it loses less value as we move on with the months. The most important thing we have to do is what we're doing now, which is de-weed, fertilize. Those are the two things that we have to get done, certainly. The other thing is we'll have to probably be selling the cows in this episode. Now, whether or not we can sell them now remains to be seen. I haven't checked them yet. This morning I got straight into the Massey to move it out the way there, but I think as soon as we're done this field I will have a check on that. But there we go, we've got one field done, and I'm pretty certain we can get most, if not well, all of the rest done in a nice little time lapse here in a moment. But first let's check. So I'm really pleased that we did those contracts. As you can see, it gave us loads and loads of food, so especially silage. It is a bit problematic because their productivity will decrease. Oh, we've had a birth of one male calf. I think, yes, we had 6 calves, so we had 5 females, 1 male. Might as well just keep it for now. We can sell it on later on, but that is fine. We might as well get this field here done then. Is that? Oh, I thought it was destroying the crop for a moment, but it's not. As I say, the only other things we really have to do. Oh, I'm not going to make that. Bloody tree in the way. The only other things is to sell kit, and the reason I want to sell it. Oh, and actually, we do have slurry to shift over to the BGA, which will just bring us in even more money, which is really, really nice. Now, I'm going to try putting bean straw into the BGA and see if we can produce some methane and electrical charge and digestate to sell with them, but I really don't think so. I really don't think so, but I will give it a go just because we have so much. We've got 10 bales there, so perhaps we can just sell them on. I would really rather put them into the BGA, just have them processed, because they will process quickly, and it's just extra cash for us, really. So, if anything, I might look at the value of how much they are versus straw, and see if we can just do a cheeky swap with another local farmer. See if he needs bean straw, and we can give him some bean straw, and we'll take some of his regular straw. We shall see how that works. Other than that, that's really it. Shift some slurry so we can get some money from that as well. I almost want to just wait till the cows are sold before we shift up any slurry. I'll wait till it's like full before I do that. It does take a long time, so very possible we'll do that off camera, but it might just be a cheeky time lapse to get that done as well. But I would really like to focus on what we're doing now, which is de-weeding and of course fertilizing as well. So enough rambling from me. We will crack on with a time lapse, and as I say, hopefully get all these fields done in one go. Alright, well, it's been probably about a minute of constant spraying, well, at least a minute for you, but it is a tasking job, to say the very least. So, what I'm going to do, because, I mean, it's not that great, is it, spraying? It's just something you have to kind of do. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to the end here, and I'm going to see about putting it onto a helper. Now, it doesn't really tend to work all that well when you do, but I am going to give it a go. The worst thing that can happen is it doesn't work, and then we have to put a helper on the fertilizer spreader instead, which is something I will also do. Another thing I've just thought of, but the problem is we need 2 tractors to do it, is to use one of our tractors as a running back and forth to the shop, so that we can get some kits sold. Now, let's try this here. Let's see. Come on. Hey, so far so good. We'll just leave it there, and this we can get started on. We do need fuel for it, and go on then. We might as well tuck some fuel in, because we might use this as our running back and forth tractor at the to the shop. Because I would like to get kits sold at the shop if we can do. Should have fuel in. Yeah, go on. We'll put about half, just in case. Don't have to buy more if we don't need to. I'm going to see, though, how quickly it goes. I just want to keep an eye on any notifications that pop up about helpers not working or whatever. Let's just get into these fields and get them done, because realistically this should be a very quick task. I know I should have reduced the width here upon entering the field, but it's no matter. We're at a full width now, and again, it doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be done. And as you can see, it was a terrible levels of nitrogen. We did spread digestate on, so that was very useful, but other than that, not too useful. Right, and we'll get smaller and smaller here, and that is that one done. Brilliant. I'll make sure that's at full capacity again. We might as well... Oh, he's still cracking on. That's wonderful. Now, it's obviously going to miss loads, which is fine, that's to be expected. But I will do this field here. I'm in 2 minds about putting this into a time-lapse, though, because we've just done a time-lapse. Although, these are the only 2 jobs that need to get done in this particular episode. So, we might do a bit of... I might do a bit of jump cuts when we do selling things at the shop and that. We could just sell them from the menu, but again, I want to get maximum price. because I'm still not certain if I'm going to use the money from this series for another series in the future or not. I'm very tempted. Treat it as going from this farm to another UK Irish farm, as I've said before. That would be my plan. There are some amazing maps out currently, but there's some amazing maps coming out. So I'm really tempted to wait once we finish this series and do one of them. But time will tell. Right, let's just get this here. Now what I'm going to do actually is put this on a helper. I'm going to switch it actually over to the Ford and then put it on a helper, and that way we can take some kit down to the shop. Now it might be a bit slow of a process. I can't see. Oh right, completely forgot we can see this with precision farming. There we go, that'll do. Oh my, we've got 53 litres left. That won't get us very far now, will it? I suppose though we could start up on this field here and just see how far this takes us. Oh, well that's not what I wanted. No matter. That's fine. And we're out. Okay, so what I'll do is I will put this all down, get this lowered down. I don't think we need... How much was in there? Was it 1,000 litres? It was just over 1,000, and we managed to get done the... Let's see, nitrogen. We managed to get done... Oh, right, so... Call that 1,000, maybe another 1,000, 3,000. Oh my, we might need quite a bit, actually, of... Okay, we'll keep that on there because the Ford doesn't have the ability to put a front weight on. Don't think. No, I know it doesn't. That's fine. Has the Renault stopped? Looks like it has done. Right, so what I'll do is I will... What's this? Are you serious? We've got seed. Did I buy seed? I bought seed like an idiot. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I am going to head down to the shop, but I'm going to take this seed and the lime. I'm going to figure out the price if I were to sell it, and I'll get that swapped over to fertilizer, which is what we actually need. First thing I need to do is find this trailer, though. I think my Arthur Williams trailer is over there. So I'll get that sorted. I'll get the weeding set up again on the helper on the other big field, and then we can crack on. Alright, we are here at the shop, and we've just been given £1,500 for all of our excess seed and lime that we had, but we do have to spend... Well, didn't even pay for 1,000 litres of fertilizer, but that is fine. We might need like 5 bags, but I'm going to get 4 in the hopes that that's enough. But it does go very quickly. That will fill up the spreader. Sorry, twice just about. I'll put 2,000 in each. I don't need it to be too bloody heavy. If we do put it on the Ford, especially, I don't want it to be too heavy. But I think that might be the way we do it, is to set it up on the Ford, and then that way we can start bringing kit down here to get it sold. So we'll just take these. Oh my, speaking of heavy, oh come on, you can manage. This is my only issue, as I've mentioned before about electric kits. This is this is my only qualm with electric kit, especially this telehandler, is that it just doesn't have quite the power I'd like it to have. But again, it would be for a very small scale operation as well, so not a shop vehicle essentially. So yeah, just for moving the odd bales here and there, or animal products or something like that. But we shall see if that ends up happening. We shall see. Okay, we're all set here. The helper is weeding in the big field. Just have a look at that as we speak. It's doing alright. We can tidy up fine on our own, and then we can stick it into 31 as well. So the best course of action would be to head back to the farm, but I think before we do, I am going to start bringing kit down this way, because this is a good opportunity for us to do with it. Actually, what I'll do is I will set this off on a helper, because I did have a helper deliver it, or bring it down here. Hopefully that's not too difficult for it. So let's create a job, a go-to job, and we will go to the farm right here. That should be fine. Right, brilliant. Is it going? It is. Wonderful. Now we'll go back to the Massey. We will in fact lower that down and remove it. Now hopefully... Oh, someone's completed their task. Probably the Renault with the weeding, but that's fine. That's alright. What I'm going to do is I will remove the weight. Now that's something we can bring to the shop another time. But I'm going to get this set up to deliver some items to the shop. As I said multiple times already, we probably have a bit of seed left in the drill as well we could have sold on, but that's fine. We'll sell it when we sell the drill itself. So this we haven't used for many a time, a long time. So we'll get that attached first thing, we'll put it on the front, get this on the back, and essentially what we're going to do is just sell kit. That's pretty much it. Keep it straightforward, I reckon. We'll come back. We'll let the Massey be the kit carting tractor for the time being, until of course the Renault is done, and then we'll be at a point where we won't need any more tractors. We can get them all sold and focus on. Here, we'll get the beacons on for safety, of course. We can focus on just carting, really. I might use the man lorry as well. I'll have to get that brought back. Oh, no. Don't need that kind of help, mate. Bloody Nora. Fold up, mate. Fold up. Oh. Right, we'll get you to go to the shop. Brilliant. Oh, please don't. What are you blocked by? I'll take over from here. Thank you. Whoa. Yeah, I think all the weight was just distributed a bit funny there. Is it still blocked? Oh, he's just going very, very slowly. We'll keep an eye on that because it seems that that could be problematic. Yeah, this is very touchy. I think it's because the way I've loaded the bags on, but nevertheless... Oh, and it's been stopped. Oh, I did that, didn't I? Right, am I destroying crop? I feel like I am, but I'm not. It definitely looks like it, but it's not. Okay, good. So we'll get 2,000 litres in to here. I think the Ford can manage doing this with 2,000 litres in. Blimey, does it ever need repairs, though? Oh, I don't... Well, we're going to repair it before we sell it anyway, so we might as well get it repaired. Go on, then. I think we can do it from out here, which is nice. I'm really pleased with how this tractor has gone. It's been an absolute workhorse, and I know I've said that before because it's true. We've had this and the Massey since day one, and the next time that we do a series like this, it's very possible it will be another Ford or another Massey, one of the two, an older style perhaps. Well, older style Ford, I don't know if we can do much older style, but nevertheless, an older Massey, absolutely. And I would like to expand on tractors. I don't know, if you've seen my series, I have had quite a wide array of various brands and such. Not too much for John Deere though, which is why on Zealonka I've purchased what I've purchased there, but maybe in the future on a UK series we'll get a nice John Deere for the farm. Right, let's get 2,000 litres in here. Anything more and we might start to get a bit tippy. Just watching to see if the front end goes up. That's fine for now. Let's set that off on a helper without wasting too much fuel. Come on. Not fuel rather, but fertilizer. Yeah, it's going to be very awkward that, but no problem. Now we... Who's completed their task? Oh, what? Wait, what? How have you completed your task? Does this not need fertilizing? Oh, it definitely needs fertilizing, mate. Okay, maybe we have to do it ourselves, I guess. Here, I'll try and stick it on there. Okay, that's good. It's working. No field found. Wait, is that helper F though? Come on. It's the only helper. That's still going. So that's fine. Right, yeah, we definitely could have done that better. Probably something we should do ourselves. Ah, at least the Massey has made it to the shop. And it has tried to wrap nothing. Interesting. Okay, well, our first bit of kit we're going to get sold, and then we'll get the Massey sent back to the farm. Shut my beacons off. How dare you? How dare you? Right, we'll just drive up here. And first bit of kit being sold. This we did buy on sale or something. Yeah, we've had it for a long time. Oh wow, yes, a very long time. This we've had since the beginning, which is 45 months. And this we haven't had that long, no. But this, blimey. I think I bought it. Yes, we'll repaint, repair everything when we sell it. I think when we bought it, we just needed something in the moment, so it was a very lucky opportunity to get that when we did. But there we go, we've got our first bit of kit sold at £16,661, and it's all going to go up from there. So, and then we haven't even sold anything. We still have to keep an eye out for the price of field bean, which is coming at its best price in June, so next month really. So that's the next important thing, is getting that sold. So we'll get this brought back there. We'll check on the other helpers, which everyone has stopped. Oh, wait, hang on a minute. Yeah, that's a bit frustrating. I don't blame them for... Oh, wow. No, they've gotten very lost. Right. Well, I've made it more difficult for us, but I think what I'll do actually is I'll get as much of this done as I can in a time lapse, and we'll go from there. Alright, we'll try and get that set on a helper. At least we have something underway. As for the weeds, how have we gotten on? Oh, terribly. Okay. Well, at least we can do that. Oh, perfect. We can do that easily on our own afterwards, but first things first, I would like to get another bit of kit sent down to the shop, because we might as well. Next will be the mowers. If we were to keep, or if I wanted to faff with any sort of straw from the final crop, I would probably keep the baler, but the baler will also be going as well. I think I'll focus on taking some bigger kit next time, just because we can put some smaller kit onto the lorry as well. Speaking of the lorry, I have heard from the other farmer he is going to swap us straw for straw. Bean straw for regular straw. We'll be picking it up with our lorry on the way back to the farm, and he'll be picking up his... Oh, this is going to be problematic. We'll see what happens. He'll be picking up the straw as well, so really good at that. Oh no, not the thing I want to do. Right, we need to create the job, and the job is to go to the shop if you can. That would be fan-bloody-tastic. Good luck. Okay. That's cracking on, and we might as well get as much of this weeding done as we can do here. Where are we? Oh my. Right, so I think I will do this top bit, and hopefully we can stick a helper on there as well, because by that time the helper of the fertilizing should be done. Actually, he's already on this final area. Oh wow. Okay, I think that that is going to be done very, very quickly. So what I'll do is I'll get the top bit here dealt with, because, you know, I'll just go into cruise control. Yeah, so that, one more down that way, and then I'll stick it on a helper here, and hopefully it can manage... Oh, there's a tree. And hopefully it can manage without too much of our help at least, and we'll go from there. But I'm going to see... I reckon that this helper is going to be done. If not, it's going to be wasting a lot. Uh-oh. Oh no. Much blockage. Right, I will tend to that, tend to the weeder, and tend to the helper as well, and we'll see you in a moment. Alright, we've made it to the shop with the Massey. Well, the Massey has arrived, at least they've made it, so that's very good. We have most of the weeding done now, which is very good. We will repair, repaint, and sell, and we will repair, repaint, repair, and sell as well. And there we go. Another £19,000 from a bit of kit. We will set the helper off on the Massey once again. We will take the lorry back to the man lorry back to the farm with a load full of straw bales to drop off into the BJ, which is brilliant. And we can crack on with the weeding and the last bit of fertilizing as well. Alright, we are just heading back to the farm here. As you can see, we have our 75,000 litres of straw, and we should be back there very soon. Also, as you can see straight ahead here, the Massey is en route to the shop once again, this time with a queue of cars behind, but also the seed drill and the bale shredder. Might as well get as much gun as we can. Bit of a leg spike there. All the traffic, that's what that is. Anyways, we are on our way back to the farm, so we'll see you there in a moment. Alright, here we are at the BJ. We've got the Ford and the Renault waiting patiently to get into the field, and we are here with our bales. Hopefully they just kind of come off, but might have to be a bit cheeky with it. Or we'll have to get the might have to get the telehandler down here and just remove them. Oh, there we go. Unless we can... Come on. Oh, there they go. There they go. Nearly there. How is that holding on? Magic bales. Right, this is a disaster, but we will... Come on, get that one at least. Right, we'll come back over this way with the telehandler, and we'll get all this cleared out the way, all these bales that are magically attached to the lorry. Oh, there we go. Reckon that was going to happen eventually. Anyways, we'll get all those put in a moment. We do just have a few here to do. We'll be a bit cheeky with this one here, just to get that over, and we can at least start up the production. Oh my gosh, so much flour remaining. No more flour. But still loads of flour in the production, so that's the only thing I was a bit concerned about, was the fact that the flour is going to take ages to process, but we are going to sell as much of the bread as we can in... It'll be January, so we've got loads of time to make bread, which is really good. At the beginning of the next month, we will sell our field bean, which is probably, yes, it will. Well, it says July, but June is usually the best time. Manure, not worried about. Flour, I don't know where that 10,000 litre... Where is that? Pallets, well, that's unhelpful. That's not here, is it? Oh, bloody Nora, we've got so many pallets remaining. Right, okay, well these pallets I'm unfortunately going to have to sell as flour, which is unfortunate, but we're not going to process more in time. We're barely lucky to get what we have there processed, and that will be a stretch in itself. So we will sell the flour and the bread at the same time in January, hopefully to the same place, but wherever the bread is worth more is where we will sell it all. The milk is still coming in, which is really nice. We'll get a nice income, as much of an income as possible from them in the next month as well. And, right, so where are we with everything? Right, we do need to get those bales put in. I did forget what I was going to do here is start up the straw There we go, we'll get that activated. Everything is set to selling. So all the digestate, all the methane, and all the electric charge that we create, which is already coming in so fast, will sell almost immediately. And one final thing we'll do to wrap up this episode, because, well, we might get the bales put in actually as well. I'm just trying to think of everything that we can get sorted before the next episode, because the last episode, which is the next one, is going to be very, very busy indeed. Just don't necessarily want to move on yet until we have everything that we need done for this month. So we'll get that repaired, we'll get it sold, we'll get this repaired, repainted, repaired. This has been an absolute amazing bit of kit. Really pleased we had that drill, and we've got another 34,000 all sorted. So actually what I think we might do before cracking on to the end of the episode, because I think we can get a bit more out of this one. This episode might be a bit long as well, but the finale will probably be a bit longer as well. I've said as well far too many times in that short amount of time. Let's get a helper on the Massey over to here, so we'll get that sorted. We can. Right, you know what, I might as well try and get a helper on here while we're doing, just to do something. It's going to be rubbish though, we might as well just do it ourselves. Right, okay, before we do that then, let's get this for one final time. Let's leave the pallet fork there, get the bale spike, and we can get those bales put into the production, which will bring in a bit of extra cash as well. Which is why I'm not too fussed actually about getting straw, bean straw bales actually from the final crop, because one, the crop itself will deliver very much cash, and we've had a very good run with the BGA here and putting in different bales, so yeah, it's just not worth it. It's not worth the faff of baling and sorting out the selling of all those bales. Let's see if we can just shift these, push them into there. Excuse me, Abby. Sorry, love. There we go. And two more. It might be full. No, it won't be full. I know it's the maximum. We had 75,000, but I think it's already processed enough to make room for these, so that is very good news. Right, that is done. So, I'm happy with that. So I think the very last thing that we're going to do in this episode is get this stuff dealt with. But I don't really want to do more of a time-lapse of it, so I will probably just do this off-camera very quickly, and it will be very quickly. Same with the fertilizer spreading as well. So I'll get this done, and then we can crack on. And there we are. The Renault is parked, the Ford is parked, they are both ready to be sold. At the shop here we have the man lorry. As you can see, I've loaded it up pretty good, and we do have the Massey en route, so hopefully it is able to get here. This is going to be very tight. Oh, there it is. Brilliant. So, as a bit of an end to this episode, we will get all this stuff sold. Now, I think it's a fair amount of things that we do have to get sold here. So we will start with, yeah, I think we can get everything. I will keep the Marston trailer, one, for loading other things here, but two, we might need it to load pallets. So we shall see. Right, I can't remember which one is which. Right, well, I suppose we could get both, so it doesn't matter, really. We've had one a bit longer than the other. I really can't remember. It must be this one, yeah. So we'll repaint, we'll get it sold, and we will get this repainted, repaired, and sold. Get the baler repainted. Wow. Very much money to get it repainted, but worth it. And we almost forgot about the water tanker. And there we have it. Oh, and the bucket as well. Forgot the bucket. So 50,000 plus bucket plus whatever is on the Massey, which, oh, we are developing a queue as well there, so very quickly we'll get that sorted. It's a bit cheeky, I know. Just get that in there. find the Massey. And this bit of kit, I think we've all had these two bits since new for our grass work, which is what we really started with, was grass work, especially for contracts and the like, doing silage and such for the cows. We'll get this in there. We could sell the Massey now as well, but I think we might wait. Right, there we go. Get that repaired, repainted, repaired and repainted. That was sold. And sold. And finally, the windrow, we'll get it repaired, repainted as well, and sold. Fantastic. Well, this we can probably put back onto the man lorry there, just to get that dealt with. I'll just shut everything off for now. As you can see, we are at £1.3 million with some of the kit sold. We still have our big kit, like the tractors, the lorry, the telehandler, all the other tractors that we have, the landy as well, and of course the land itself. So we'll just have a final look at everything. As you can see, de-weeding is done, which is great. As far as the nitrogen goes, everything is perfect except for the land that doesn't actually have any crop in. But that is it. That is it for the penultimate episode of Court Farm. We do still have our combine, of course we'll need it. Probably won't need another. I think we'll be able to get all of these crops harvested really nicely with the one. And yeah, we've got the bale loader there, the lime spreader, just a few things that need to be sold, and the loading wagon, of course, there. And that's it. So, we are nearing the finale. It has been a fantastic series, but all good things must come to an end, and it just means that we'll be ready for the next English map or Irish map that we intend to transfer over to. So, until the next one, of course, which is going to be very soon. In fact, tomorrow, as you know, the first episode was posted on Monday, which is an irregular thing I've done, but I figured it was a nice little bonus. We'll get the last 3 episodes out in one fell swoop. So the next episode, you won't have to wait until next week. It will be out tomorrow. So, if you have enjoyed the video, a cheeky thumbs up really does help out the channel, and please subscribe. And until the next one, please do take care, and bye for now.